we're gonna do a Fly With Me Friday. This is sort of big. We haven't filmed one since like Father's Day last year.
I'm Cory Robin. I find people who have never been in a small airplane before and give them a ride. This is Fly With Me Friday.
I know that you guys are wondering why we have a camera in the meeting. We don't normally do that, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to give the viewers kind of a behind-the-scenes view at one of the things that I've talked to you guys about quite a bit the last several months, really since Father's Day. We have not filmed a new Fly With Me Friday specifically, and the reason for that, I've told you guys, hey, you know, I'm just not really feeling it. It's one thing to just expose somebody to aviation and catch their initial impressions and have the magic, relive the magic of your first flight, but I haven't really been super motivated to do it. But I actually been going through a lot of emails as we get a lot of emails, and this one kind of stood out. This is from a lady named Aubrey. I'm going to hand that out to you guys. And this might actually mix things up a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting or exciting for me to do another Fly With Me Friday. And the reason being is both her and her daughter, so there's two emails in there, so they both separately sent an email saying how much of a fan he is. But what really stood out, they go through all these details about all the hard work he does as a husband, as a father. And I know there's this big thing going on with social media right now, and masculinity, and what kind of man you want to be in life. And so I think this might tie into what's going on with current events a little bit. All right, we're here at the location where we're going to do the, it's really icy. This is basically where we're going to hide the airplane. This is a friend of mine's property, and we've called him and gotten permission to land the airplane here. I've done it before for other events and stuff that he's hosted. But for Kevin, what we're gonna do is land the airplane out here, and near these are kind of, it's basically an empty building. They use it for group gatherings and parties and family events and things like that on my friend's little ranch here. So we're gonna actually pull the airplane around this corner. We'll show you the runway in a minute. It's a little bit tight. The passenger and the fuel and the snow and everything make a little bit longer takeoff runs. So, you know, we're just here to scope it out, make sure there's no obstacles, make sure everything is safe. We're just here to make sure that everything is safe. Safety is obviously the first priority anytime you take a passenger for a ride, especially when you're landing not at an airport where there may be obstacles, fences, trees, homes. So let's check out the takeoff and landing area. just landed here on the property. Now it's time to get ready for the big surprise. We're here to meet Kevin and his wife and family out here to surprise him for their 20th wedding anniversary and his birthday. All right, they're coming, so we're starting the cameras. So the GoPro over here, I gotta start. All right, so they're gonna come around this at any moment. I just got a yell from Chris. He's got the drone in the air, so hopefully we got an aerial shot. Check this aerial shot out. Here we go. And we're looking for him. Hopefully hopefully he doesn't see me. What's that? They're coming. I got the they're coming. So you can see we're hiding behind these trees here.
Yeah. Now he's in the car. He's like, man, what is going on?
It's like, where are we going? There they are. I see him.
She's gonna kill me. She's gonna kill me.
There they are. Well, hopefully they haven't seen us yet. Coming through the trees.
Taking a long walk off a short chair, man.
Okay, I'm here. This is the big reveal, the moment everybody's been waiting for. Kevin and Aubrey are rounding the corner. I'm here with the family. Here they are. Let's stop it. Hi, Kevin!
Let's go flying!
Happy anniversary, buddy.
Thank you.
Put it in park. All right, so I'm here with Kevin and Aubrey. How are you, buddy? Nice to meet you. I'm Cory.
Nice to meet you.
So, did you have any idea?
She did good.
She did good.
She did good.
Good.
I told you if you go to airport too, I know what you're doing.
We didn't do that. It's a bush plane, right?
Yeah.
So we were like, we can't do it at the airport. We got to do it somewhere where we won't
and I
suspect
saw
it.
the emblem through the trees. I'm like, there's Ghost.
Awesome, we got him. Well, what do you say we go flying? Hi, Aubrey. I'm Cory.
Hi, Cory.
Nice
Thank
to
you
meet
so much.
My pleasure. It's good to have you guys. Welcome to a Fly With Me Friday. Woo! Your whole family's here?
Yeah.
There, yeah, represent. That's awesome. That's how to do it right there. Yeah. So everybody else, you're sending in all these letters and stuff. If you're going to show up at a Fly With Me Friday, you better have some Flying Cowboys gear on. That's right.
That's right.
And he didn't even know he was going to show up for a Fly With Me
I'm
Friday.
wearing the gray shirt under it.
No way.
I'm not at work.
That's awesome. Very cool.
No, I don't want to hurt the plane.
It's a bush plane. They're pretty tough.
That's probably the best first time entrance I've ever seen.
Seriously,
That was clean.
that was really
You
good.
should see. The stoke is real.
You ready, Kevin?
Oh yes.
Okay. I'm going to start the motor here, and then I'll give you a briefing over the intercom in the headset. All right, brother, how you doing? Now on the headset, can you hear me on the headset?
Yeah, I can.
Put the microphone really close to your mouth. If you can't hear yourself over the headset, I can't hear you either.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
I can hear myself.
Awesome. Just adjusting the levels so we're recording the cockpit audio.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. Just a few checklist items here. So your job is to just pretty much just keep your feet off the pedals up here. So if you put your feet way far forward, you see these pedals up here?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Around my waist.
Uh-huh.
So those have brakes on them.
Okay.
So I just don't want you to accidentally touch those when we land or when we're taxiing out. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out, and I'll explain what I'm doing along the way. It's a Super Cub, so it's pretty easy to operate. A little slippery here. I'm just sliding around. There we go. Need to have a little traction in order to turn. So I'm going to kind of go pull around the turn here, and we'll take off on the road in which you came in.
I love it.
And we'll be nice and low over those condos over there, which will...
They'll get a show, or somebody will be, what the heck?
Yeah, we'll do as good as we can to get as high as we possibly can over them. You have any questions for me?
You know, as much as I watch you guys, I've been educated pretty well.
Good.
I mean, at this point, you're just waiting for oil temperature.
Yep. Just waiting for the temps to come up,
Yep.
and I'll do a couple of ignition tests here. I'll get stopped here in a second. Just kind of test everything out, make sure everything's good to go.
Yep. So what's in the ignition test?
So aircraft have dual ignition, so they've got each cylinder has 2 spark plugs in it.
Yep.
So you have that redundancy.
Yep.
And so I'll just check each ignition system to make sure everything's working all right.
You just individually shut them down?
Yep, so I've got a switch here on my right-hand side.
Oh, yeah.
Where I can do a left and a right. They do them by left and right,
Uh-huh.
based on where they're mounted in the
Gotcha.
engine compartment. So that test worked out okay. Now I'm just waiting for that oil temperature to come up just a little bit, and then we're good to go. So you've never been up in a small airplane before?
No, I have not.
Awesome.
I'm nervous and way excited.
Awesome. Well, you know, one of the things I like to tell people is this flight's all for you. So if you're nervous or you're airsick or you just want to be done, there's no pride or anything. I'm not going to feel bad. Just let me know, and I'll get the plane on the ground for you real quick.
I appreciate it.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with not having a good time. If you're not having a good time, then no point in doing it.
Oh, no, I'm excited. We're here.
But, yeah, we're just going to go fly around a little bit, see some sights. It'll be fun.
So what does the plane weigh?
Empty, it's right around 1,000 pounds. So that's no fuel or anything. So right now with us, both of us in here, we're probably sitting at about 1,500 pounds.
Do you have to include your fuel in the usable weight?
Yeah, it's in the it's not included in the empty weight. When you put fuel in there, it's included in your weight and balance calculations. All right, here we go. You ready?
Yep.
So we're gonna kind of go around the fence here, get on the road, and we'll go ahead and pull it off the ground.
Oh my gosh.
Stay away from those power lines. Get as high as possible over these condos over here.
Wave at everybody at the gas station.
Just try to be courteous for them, you know. So I'm doing a best angle of climb out. Now what I'll do is I'll push the nose over, we'll accelerate, we'll give your family a little flyby.
Oh, heck yeah. This is so cool.
All right, see you later, guys.
Wow.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple of points. So you've been married 20 years today.
20 years.
Wow.
We actually met each other probably in junior high.
Wow, junior high, that's fantastic.
And married 20 years, 3 kids.
That is really cool.
Loving life.
So tell me a little bit about what you do. You work at a rubber manufacturing facility. What type of product does a rubber manufacturing facility make?
We make parts for, like Kennecott right in front of us, rubber parts for ball mills, big pumps, pipelines. So it's all rubber manufacturing for mining and gas and oil.
Oh, that's very cool.
So I'm the lead over the maintenance team. I get to do a lot of rebuilds. We maintain all the presses that make the parts. It's a great job. It's supporting my family for almost 10 years now.
That's awesome. You do have a beautiful family. It was sure fun visiting with them for They've been there since about just after 11, so we had a chance to chat and talk a little bit. What's your favorite thing about your family?
You know, it just, other than like maybe just normal kid stress and here and there, but we all just get along. We're all just best friends. I mean,
that's really cool.
The kids have a great relationship with both of us. I mean, they know they can talk to us anytime. It's just, Aubrey and I, our marriage has become super easy. I mean, we are truly each other's best friend. I couldn't ask for anyone better. I mean, she arranged all this. I mean,
yeah,
she's just awesome.
You know, she about, I don't know, I guess it's been about a month or maybe a month and a half or so. We actually got a letter from your daughter first.
Oh, really?
We got a letter from your daughter just talking a little bit about you. And then later on that same day, we got an email from your wife.
Oh my gosh.
And I got to tell you, I do, believe it or not, you know, I do get a lot of, you know, since we do the Fly With Me Friday thing and I do the rides, we get a lot of emails of people saying, hey, I'd love to go flying with you.
Yeah. Oh, I can't imagine.
But I can tell you on one hand how many people have sent an email saying, hey, this other person deserves a ride, or you should give this guy a ride. Now we get, you know, like the cancer kids and things like that.
Yeah.
Those are a no-brainer, but what really touched us about your wife's is, you know, she mentioned about how hard you work and that you guys have been through some struggles, and and it just seems like when you guys struggle, and every family struggles, but it seems like you guys circle around each other and support each other, and you go into beast mode, work mode.
Yes, I have done the beast mode, work mode, and I'm hoping this year I can get a little more work-life balance, spend some more time with the family.
It's really cool. Now I was seeing I was checking out your social media. Your son also works with you, doesn't he?
Yes,
at the same place.
He started there not quite a year ago, but he's an operator there, which is awesome. I mean, it's a great place, and I hope he progresses through the company.
Yeah. So I saw you working with your kids, welding on, I think it was a brake, you were repairing some brakes. I thought that was very cool.
Probably Isabel.
Yeah.
She was changing brakes on, she might have been changing brakes on my truck.
That's really cool. That's awesome.
It was a fun day. I mean, it was one of those memorable days. I was sitting there recording her, and she was having a great time, and she's like, she didn't mind being dirty. She wanted to be out there with me. It was awesome.
Just wanted to get the job done. That's cool.
Yep.
I think that's one of the things that I struggle with. I have really young kids. My oldest is 10.
Yeah.
You know, how do I, as a father, and I think you're a really good example of this, in engaging in those extracurricular activities, even work stuff, like repairing a vehicle. Like I have the mindset, I just want to get it done. I think it takes a lot of patience
And teaching.
And to slow down and you know, I'm going to do this with my daughter.
The hard part is teaching yourself how to teach someone else.
Yeah.
And having them comprehend. I mean, that's, you know, at work, I'm teaching guys, and it's been challenging for me because I have to learn how to teach somebody else to do things. Wow.
Ooh, little turbulence. Yeah, that kind of happens a lot, the turbulence as we get closer to the hills here. I didn't even induce that turn. That turn was just induced by the turbulence.
Wow.
So I just went with it. Why not? We're good.
No, we're out here just having fun. Low and slow.
That's right, buddy. Doing 95 miles an hour, just cruising around.
Man, that seems like we're going slower.
Yeah, the altitude does trick you a little bit. Let me ask you this. It's almost surreal when you meet somebody who watches your stuff.
Yeah.
How did you find my channel? How did you come across it?
It started with the Draco build.
Really?
It just, so probably my main content, you know, I just watch a lot of things on YouTube. I mean, repair videos, welding, and Draco just kept popping up on my feed, and I finally decided to watch it, and just, I love the plane, but even more, I love what Beatty did to it. I mean, the work he put into that carbon fiber, the artistic, I mean, it just, that sings to the mechanic in me. I just, blows me away. The man's just absolutely talented.
He is. You know, Mike's one of my best friends on the planet, and it's really fun
to have a friend who is so skilled at the engineering side of it, but he's not just skilled on the engineering and figuring things out, but he's also skilled on the execution and the artistry side of it. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people don't understand about that type of work, the carbon fiber work specifically, and even metalworking too. It's an art form. I have a healthy respect and understanding that, and I've tried. It just takes the time. You have to put in the time and the effort, and Mike is just super awesome. He's skilled. He's just, and I really appreciate that. I'm glad that that's one of the ways you found us.
Yeah, so it was through him, and then I don't know if it was your videos or Trent's videos first that started popping up in the feed. One led into the other, and it was just binge watching for like a straight month.
That's awesome.
It's like, oh my gosh, Aubrey, look at he landed on a beach.
Man, I gotta tell you, those beach landings are some of the funnest because it's kind of challenging landing in that soft surface because some sand, it's just, if it's really dry, you just sink in it.
Grabs you hard.
Yeah, so it's a skill you have to develop, and you have to have a healthy respect for it. But then you get to get out of the airplane, take your shoes off, and get in the water.
What I've personally learned out of watching you guys is these little planes make the world small. I mean,
they do.
You can just hop in it, and I got family that live in Texas, and I know I can get there in 6 hours. I can leave work and be there at my dinner. And some of these planes you can get for the cost of a nice car. I never had a clue that this type of flying was so affordable.
I like to compare it to recreational boating.
Yeah. I mean, pick your hobby.
Yeah.
Whether you're going to have a RZR and the big fifth wheel trailer and the truck to pull it, or you're going to have a plane, or you're going to have a big, nice boat.
Right.
You pick your hobby. And, you know, the wife and I are getting to the point where we can start traveling. The kids are older. And what better way to do it than something like this? I mean, holy crap.
Yeah, it is super fun. One of the signature things I like to do with people is there's this little canyon up here. You've probably seen it in several videos. Do you want to do that canyon?
Sure, let's do it. It's a lot smoother than I thought it would be. I mean, this is...
Yeah, the air's really nice today. It's great.
And this is comfortable.
So tell me about what your bucket list looks like. What are some of the things on your bucket list that you'd like to do?
Hobbies or just...
Anything.
Well, this next year I'm going to focus on retirement stuff and then the plane.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'd like to start ground school maybe the end of this next summer, start flying the next summer. Just looked at places on the internet. Rendon sounds pretty reasonable.
That's a good school.
So, I mean, I live right there on the other side of Bangalore, so I hear you guys fly over all the time. I was laying in bed last night and the plane flew over. I'm like, Aubrey, they're torturing me.
Yeah. Get your knowledge your knowledge test done. Get your ground school completely done before you start your flight training, because it'll turbocharge your flight training, because you won't be like if the flight instructor says something or uses pilot speak,
you understand.
Yeah, you won't be like, what the heck did you just say? And then you won't have to have him spend time explaining what he just said. You know what I mean?
Oh, it feels like you're just hovering.
Yeah. Well, we are. We're doing 80 indicated and about 85 over the ground, so we have a little bit of a wind coming down the mountain.
You can tell as you get closer.
Yeah, and we'll get right in the treetops.
Oh my gosh, how fun! You guys are living the life.
Yeah, we are blessed. Oh, often see moose and deer and elk in here.
But bucket list, Bahamas is one of them.
Yeah, Bahamas is amazing. I'm lucky to have work there, so I'm going to be going back here in another month or so to...
Oh, really? You going to fly all the way there again?
Probably not this time. I just need to get there for some work. Plus, I don't want to have the airplane in the Bahamas when I want to fly it here. It took that trip was a month long.
Really?
Yeah, I just had a lot of meetings. I had some in Texas and some in Georgia and in Florida, so it was a real long business trip. But it was good. I met with 30 some odd clients. It was great. Little sharp turn to the left here.
Taking pictures in the back of your head.
This is one of my favorite canyons because it's not too big. I know it very well. It's just a beautiful, doesn't matter what time of year it is, it's always an amazing trip down that little canyon there.
Yeah.
There's often either deer or elk grazing in this little field down here.
Oh yeah, there's nothing out here.
Got an aircraft passing right in front of us.
Yeah.
You got him?
Uh-huh.
Right in front of us. That's pretty fun to watch.
He's jealous. He's not in a bush plane.
I get that a lot, but you know, I've never been jealous. No matter what kind of airplane I'm in, I'm just having fun. They're all awesome. I do have way more fun in this than any other airplane I've ever flown before. Even other bush planes that I've owned. This Cub is just, it just is an easy button.
I think the ultimate one would, for me, would be the, oh, there you go, there's a horse and a deer down there, right to our right.
Oh yeah.
Staring at us.
Just grazing with his buddy.
The Airframes Alaska 4-person Super Cub.
Yeah, that's going to be an amazing airplane once they get that project all done and complete. If they certify that airplane, it's going to change the game up there. If it performs like this, but you can put 4 people in it.
Oh yeah. 4 people or massive gear.
Yeah, stop the presses. That's going to be awesome. Now Rotax, I've been hearing rumors about a 6-cylinder, 220 horsepower motor.
That's right up your alley.
If they come up with that, I'll be the first person to have one in the U.S. Honestly, I want it so bad. It would be lighter than this motor and more horsepower. I'm just looking for animals. Is what I'm doing. I land on this little hillside often.
More horses.
Got American Airlines flying overhead, 7,000 feet higher than us.
Oh yeah, right there.
I wish the ground wasn't so soggy. I'd do some backcountry landings for you, but everything's so muddy right now.
No mishaps.
I just don't want to get my plane dirty. we just cleaned it. Yeah, Utah's a great playground too. Everybody asks me, where's your favorite place to fly? And I've been just about everywhere, and I always come home and I'm just grateful that I live here because it's just so amazing. The flying here is second to none.
I don't know how many times I've shown the Moab video that Jason put out. And just amazing.
Yeah, he does some fun videos.
Yes, he does.
South Valley traffic, Black Super Cub is 2 miles to the west inbound on a 45 for the right traffic for 16. South Valley traffic, Black and Silver Super Cubs entering the downwind midfield. Got the orange helicopter in front of us in sight. We'll come in behind you. 744 number 3, we're behind the Black Super Cub for downwind right traffic 16 South Valley. You guys are using the taxiway anyway, right?
Hey, firm.
Roger, roger.
South Valley traffic, helicopter 54 Golf is 6.5 miles to the southwest in the practice area, maneuvering for 6,000 feet down to the surface.
There's room for everybody here.
We're all here to have fun. South Valley Airport 40670, down 116. Corey, you full stop?
I might do a couple touch and goes.
You're following the helicopter in?
Yep. He'll land on the taxiway, which is just to the right of the runway. That airplane that just landed in front of us on the runway, though, is a Randon Aviation airplane.
Helicopter Quebec, right base for Alpha Parallel 16.
South Valley Black and Silver Super Cub, short final, runway 16, stop and go on the runway.
South Valley traffic, helicopter 907 Quebec, final for Bravo Parallel 16, South Valley.
Little high, I'm gonna slip it.
South Valley Airport 40670, base for 16.
So slip, basically all I'm doing is increasing the drag, exposing the side of the airplane to the relative wind. And it allows you to when you increase the drag, it slows the airplane down. And so what that does is it really allows you to push the nose over to maintain the airspeed, so you can come down a lot steeper. So he's taking a look at what we're doing. Come to a stop.
Traffic 5 for November 4360 Juliet, taxi Robin, 16 southbound.
And Black Cub's on the go, runway 16.
So is this your performance takeoff?
That was best angle, just to get high and the best angle as possible. If I accelerate to this speed, believe it or not, we're actually climbing at a faster rate.
Gotcha.
But we're also moving forward through the air, so we're not quite the best angle. I'll do a max performance that shows you. We'll just kind of pitch it up really nice and high. South Valley Black and Silver Super Cubs, right crosswind, a little bit early, runway 16.
I drive right by this all the time.
It's different from the air, isn't it?
Yep.
Black Cubs, short final 16. Alright, so I'll do kind of I'll just lift it off, accelerate, and then pull it off the ground, go a little steeper this time. Black Super Cubs on the go, 16.
That's cool.
South Valley traffic, Black Super Cubs, right crosswind, runway 16, close in.
South Valley traffic, Cover 225, what's the mic on the go?
South Valley traffic, Black and Silver Super Cubs, turning right close space, runway 16, landing long, full stop.
South Valley traffic, helicopter 225, what's the mic departing path to the west? That Cub is sick, by the way.
Thanks, dude. I was gonna say, you should see it when I'm light. I got like almost full fuel, 2 people, this thing still kicks. It's awesome. And we're still doing 85 miles an hour.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna pop the throttle off and we'll still make this taxiway right here. Get the flaps fit in. Take the rudder a little bit to slow her down. Yeehaw! It's just a toy. A very fun toy. South Valley traffic, Black Cubs, clear the active Alpha 2 for the ramp. What'd you think?
It was awesome. I cannot wait to get one.
Worth the stoke?
Oh yeah.
Glad you had fun.
Incredible.
Oh, that's awesome.
What a great flight.
Thanks for watching. This is Cory Robin and another Fly With Me Friday. I'm here with Kevin and his family. Very special guest here on the show. Happy to have him. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please smash that like button, subscribe so you can join us on future editions. I'll see you on the next one. Woo! Woo!